hear yourself from Mars. Life passes
Hey guys, Inferno here.
Another blast from the past,
Having a first look at Golf Club Wasteland. And this comes out on September 3, so that by the time you're watching this video, it will have been released. Developed by Demagogue Studio and published by Untold Tales. Human life is wiped out. Earth is now a golf course for the ultra-rich. The rich have fled to Mars, but venture back to desolate Earth for a round of golf. Each hole in the wasteland offers its own little story and possible puzzle to sink the perfect shot. Play through destroyed brutalist monuments, crumbling shopping malls, and abandoned museums as neon signs and poignant graffiti take swings at current events, Silicon Valley culture, and humanity.
That flies by.
There is like a little radio station going on that's telling a story in the background.
I'd like us to remind you that the popping and fizzing noise your dried food makes when you're adding water is perfectly normal and does not mean it has gone off or is contaminated.
And there's an amazing soundtrack as well. I'm going to start from level 1 again.
The Health and Wellbeing Department would also like to take this moment to remind you to take your bone density pills twice a week now. As it was discovered, the original dose is off by a factor of 2.
So cool. So it's interesting listening to the actual radio, which is on Mars.
With the show. Music and dancing have always been a mainstay of.
So to hit the ball, you just click and drag, and then change your angle.
Teenage clubbing days with vivid memories of awkward first kisses and a life-altering club experience.
So when you first start the game, it's like in story mode, so there's no stroke requirement. This has been added as I got a couple of holes in it. It made you choose story mode, challenge mode, or Iron Man mode. I think Iron Man mode won't unlock until you finish challenge mode. Challenge mode basically means you have a par, so par 3 for this one. And then story mode obviously doesn't have the stroke requirement. If you don't meet the stroke requirement, like I'm going to try now,
I knew a couple of Heine's poems by heart that are now buried deep.
So I'll get par if I can get this in. If I don't get it in, the ball explodes and I start again.
Yes, even till today. So just to fast forward to college.
So when you finish a hole, if you get par, you might unlock a diary note. But obviously, if I go to diary, it says, "Welcome to Wasteland. My legs are numb. I'm too old for these trips. And I got to do under 2 strokes or less to unlock the next diary."
Because we always made pumice and drank schnapps before heading out. Yeah. And after that, I remember passing by Alexanderplatz on that very, very
radioactivity. Usually a group would arrive.
And next to me was a guy I liked. We kissed before, but...
Okay, so you can scroll the map and zoom in and out with the mouse. So right mouse button and then middle mouse button to zoom. So now I've got a little hill in the way, which I want to get over but not hit too hard.
Very ambivalent feeling
oh man, hole in 1.
Yeah, anyways,
amazing. New diary entry. Okay, diary. But here I am, so many lonely, guilt-ridden years have passed.
Than my college. And I remember the beat in my chest and all these young bodies moving in this industrial space. I used to love dancing and counting beats.
Outskirts of Alphaville. It became my habit to watch them play from behind the fence.
Just went repetition, and
be wary of water and other hazards. So we got water here. If your ball lands in the water, it dissolves and you have to start again. So you either chip it just before the water or try and get it over. I'll try and get it over in the first one. I don't think I can.
Protective instinct.
Oh, yeah, I can.
I was like an animal.
Oh, boom! Another hole in 1.
I felt cold sweat dripping down my neck.
Okay, so we got diary.
And I'm sure my guides
outskirts of Alphaville. There's Alphaville.
Crazy.
I should stop by Jean Luke's for a warm croissant and espresso.
I sat there motionless.
Did I see someone move on that fence? I'm starting to see things. Must be the shock of coming back.
And no effort to recall Heine's lines. They were just there, planted in my head. Wilde, düstere Zeiten dröhnen heran.
Hazy dreams. They wore protective suits like giant insects with jetpacks.
Ganz neue Bestien erfinden. Und zwar so erschreckliche, dass die
Okay,
älteren
so, oh
johannischen
god.
Tiersymbole
I'll use
dagegen
that.
nur
Okay.
sanfte Täubchen und
So we're
Amoretten
gonna get
wären.
over
Die Götter verhüllen ihr
the
Antlitz
container,
aus
but not
Mitleid
too
mit
high
den
over.
Menschenkindern, ihren langjährigen
Try, say
Pfleglingen
there.
und vielleicht zugleich auch aus
Oh,
Besorgnis
no.
über das eigene Schicksal.
Alright,
Ja.
cop that seagulls.
2 years
Okay, so then he
later,
floats
I
over.
ended up here, on Mars.
Alright, now I'm gonna
Does
chip
bring
it
back memories of
just
university
above.
days and sweaty
Oh.
club nights.
Oh no, 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 no,
Earthly
no.
hedonism at its finest.
Okay. Now we'll have to chip it
For the
up.
record, corporate does not endorse or advocate the
Go,
use
go,
of
go, go,
psychedelic
go, go.
drugs. And remind you,
So I didn't do it in 3
listeners, Class A
strokes.
drugs are just as illegal here on Mars as they were on Earth.
Then I flow back to the start again.
Okay, disclaimer out of the way, we actually have a surprise for Mirva. We tracked down that weird song in her head and dug it out of the archives for all to
Oh,
hear.
oh, that's alright.
Grab a tube of OMAS and enjoy the ride while sipping on pure calm.
The deepest tunes, the warmest memories. Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Ah, too much curry. That's 3 strokes done. Oh, is it? Or is it? No, it's not. Oh, jeebus. Oh, man. Oh. Damn it. Oh, not enough for that. Would have been cool if I got it in. I'm gonna try and do hard to get a hole in one. Oh no! I got just do a little tap, I reckon. Jeez. Alright, just a little one. There we go. So you can restart, or you can go on. I'll go on. Burned bridges. Once they spotted me and tried to hunt me down. Oh, this one. Right, so you either got to clear straight away, or once you're down on the floor, try and get it back over. But let's try and get it there. One hit. Yes. Oh yeah. Alright, so diary. Burned bridges. No one has the guts to say it, but we all know that half of the Mars population is on those OMAS pills. People just can't cope. No one knows the way. I guess they thought I was contaminated, dangerous. Okay, so you got 12 strokes on this one. Because you got to get it up. up here onto these platforms, up here on this crane, and down to the hole here without falling off. Alright. I'm going to try and get it onto the second platform. Oh, bugger. Now I'm done now. I'm just going to press escape and restart level. Need to go up. Oh man. Alright, first platform. Be a little difficult. Second platform, yes, good. That's right. Let's go. Yeah.
You're listening to Radio Nostalgia.
Oh no.
Well, what can I say? No wonder that song got into her head. But with a little help from some friends, she pulled through. Another thing that can get into your head is living conditions here on Mars. Life up here on Mars can get a bit overwhelming at times, so along with a soothing Omas drink, no stress,
Oh, it'd
no
be so
fuss,
cool if it just fell down.
It's mentioning that wellness counselling is mandatory for
so
all
this
team
one,
members, regardless of rank or tenure.
I just want a
The
little
wellness
tap.
sessions are completely
Little
confidential and anonymous,
off the edge.
but do remember that all conversations are monitored
Oh,
and recorded
no.
for security reasons, and you must have your ID badge and sectional access pass visible at all times.
Go. Oh, that's bull.
Okay, time for another story. Our last caller for Tusol's show is Francesco, who tells a haunting tale of his last days on Earth as the great catastrophe kicked into high gear.
Stories, memories, the good old days, original
Oh, no.
sources, authentic tales, hope, inspiration, drama, radio nostalgia from Mars.
Okay, lucky I got those diary notes already. So I did 10 of 12 on my first
An
attempt.
extremely humid summer.
The diary. No one knows the
My
way.
parents would not
I found
let
a
me
book.
out because of
Keep
the flaws in
Ithaca
Italy.
always in your mind. Constantine
My
Cavigli.
father went outside. He was working in the greenhouse on the vineyard, and my mother was a doctor. She read Italian fairy tales to me. I was very small,
Containers with contraband.
but I remember many days when our neighbors would gather at our house and make
But
plans.
this was strange. This one, he played alone.
It rained heavily at night. They would only
Oh,
say
this-
to
oh.
me, powerful
Alright,
people
so I've gotta
want
go
to
up
take
here.
my great-great-grandfather's land.
Okay. Yes, just.
But one image stuck in my memory.
And then
It was daybreak,
we've got to get all the
woke
way over
up
there. So,
and I could faintly
let's
hear
have a
in the
peek
dark.
here.
Oh, Gorizia, tu sei
Oh.
maledetta.
Alright.
Only later I understood the history behind this song. Outside I saw men and women, my father and mother, rifles in their hands. My father was crying and singing. I was at the door of the house. My mother turned, smiled at me, but it was a mysterious, confident smile. Cara moglie,
And it was contraband. Regret is unbearable. They didn't let me go back for her. Perhaps I could have done something, steal a ship and fly back. There's no excuse really. We are always responsible.
Di tenermi da conto I bambini che io muoio
Yacht without a party,
col
so I followed him.
suo nome nel cuore. Of course, I had no idea where they were buried.
Dark.
Traditori, signori ufficiali, che la guerra l'avete voluta, scannatori di carne venduta,
Oh no, that's not what I want.
e rovina della gioventù. 12 years later, the Mars mission. In a way, the people who killed my parents found me in Italy and recruited me. Saved me, you can say. It is ironic, no? My parents fought for freedom. I cannot say I'm free here on Mars. They took my semen this morning for the population increase program. Here, on Mars, often in the middle of the night, I hear my parents sing. O Gorizia, tu sei maledetta per ogni cuore che sente coscienza.
8 strokes.
Dolorosa ci fu la partenza e il ritorno per molti non fu. O Gorizia, tu sei maledetta per ogni cuore che sente coscienza. Dolorosa ci fu la partenza e il ritorno per molti non fu.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
So I need to get it up. And then I've got one stroke onto the boat, one into the hole. Let's see. Oh, cool. Oh my god. Oh man. A little chip over here. Stop, stop, stop. Good. And we'll put it into the drink, into the boat. Ah. Oh no. Alright, all in one. Oh my god. Alright. Back to the menu.